it looks like Stefan Noesen might be available. He's been taking line rushes with the fourth line next to Luke Glendening and Paul Cotter, and that kind of begs the question now with how good certain players have been stepping into the lineup.
Mhm.
When Dadonov comes back from injury, which is not going to be super long term, who's going to draw out of the lineup?
Yeah,
Because I think,
that's the
Luke
question.
Glendening coming in on a PTO at the start of the season, he's been immense, both in that fourth line and on the penalty kill. So it doesn't seem like you can bring that guy out of the lineup. He's got the 4C spot pretty locked up. I'm interested to see who's the guy that has to get the short end of the straw when Dadonov comes back in, because the intent behind having him was to put him in the top six. And granted, he may not spend the whole season there, but he's going to come back into the lineup. I'm curious, what do you see of this situation moving forward?
Like if the team's clicking, the easy answer is Dadonov just waits for his turn until someone like kind of gets injured or has a couple bad games in a row. But I think the short term answer is probably Gritsyuk comes out, or he's like rotating in and out with someone. But I think long term, I think Palat's that guy that kind of gets that short end of the stick because you know the Donoff you kind of want in the top six early on in the season because he brings that skill and speed still, and then eventually you want Gritsyuk to take that step and get there. So whenever that move eventually happens, Palat's obviously slated for that bottom six, but where does he slot in? Cotter's playing good. Glenn Denning's playing good. Connor Brown and Cody Glass are playing excellent. So I think it could be him. Maybe it's Cotter that steps out for Palat and Palat goes into that fourth line. But I don't know. I think though that's definitely a good, question to be in a spot of where it's like, wow, who am I taking out? Am I taking out, Ondrej Palat because he's not playing the best? Am I taking out Gritsyuk? Like that means the team's playing good, right? That they have to make this decision, this hard, tough decision.